to the channel. A ton of trash we need to just start talking about right away, so let's go ahead and dive in. First thing I'm going to show you are sort of skincare based things that I have worked my way through. The first is the Avene Eau Thermal Thermal Spring Water. I don't get the purpose of this. I used the whole thing. It was kind of just like spraying water on my face and I didn't see any like skincare effects, so I would not buy it. I also used the Honest Beauty Refreshingly Clean Gel Cleanser. I think this is a fine cleanser, but I need something that's more, I think, intense or deep cleaning, and that just wasn't it. The same thing goes for the Pure Skin Face Cleanser from First Aid Beauty. I just need something more intense right now for my face, and this just doesn't cut it. I used up the Youth Cleanse Glam Glow Daily Exfoliant Cleanser. This is a good cleanser, but I just think it's a lot of, I just think it's a little too intense for my skin. I'm kind of like all over the place here. It's not intense enough. It's too intense. I just don't need an exfoliator that's this extreme, so I don't think I would buy this. I used the Boschika Detoxifying Black Cleanser. This was nice. I also have the Dr. Jart Ceramidian Day Tint. Wasn't a big fan of this. I don't like moisturizers that are also tinted. I just prefer to use something separate. Then we have the Organic Pharmacy Purifying Seaweed Clay Mask. I barely got one use out of this sample, and I just couldn't tell based on the one time using it if it was as detoxifying as it claimed to be. I have the Egg Mellow Cream from Too Cool for School. It's a 5-in-1 firming moisturizer. I really like the smell of this. It's not too expensive, and I think that I might end up picking it up during the Sephora sale. They do the VIB 20% off sale because I think it's worth testing out and trying at a full-size level. I really do want to start trying out firming products. I don't want to get some of that wrinkly, saggy skin, but we'll see. On the flip side, I use the Derma E Firming DMAE Moisturizer. I am fairly certain this was breaking my skin out. I didn't know for certain because I've also been trying out different cleansers here and there, but I just didn't really like this stuff. It wasn't super great. I was using it day and night, and ever since switching back over my number 7 moisturizer care line, I've been finding that my acne is starting to clear up, and I think that it's because I'm no longer using this. I also used the Hot Chocolate Pore Cleansing Mask. It really smelled like hot chocolate, and it warmed on your face, so it really felt like I had taken hot chocolate and put it on my face. I enjoyed this. It did help clear up some of the oiliness on my skin, so I definitely would recommend it. The same thing for the Yes to Tomatoes Clear Skin Detoxifying Charcoal Paper Mask. This I really, really liked. I really have been enjoying charcoal paper or sheet masks. They're just so much easier to put on and clean off, and I just find that they're equally effective as putting on a squeeze tube version. So I would definitely keep recommending and keep buying these for myself. All right, now on to some sort of random items. The first I have is the Tom's Wicked Fresh Spearmint Ice Fluoride Toothpaste. I've never used Tom's before, but I very much enjoyed this. I definitely think that it was a nice alternative to a lot of the chemical-filled types of toothpaste that you can get. And even though it's wicked easy to coupon for those, I think I'm going to slowly start switching over to the Tom's line. I also used the Colgate Total Clean Mint. This was nice. It actually was sort of like a foaming type of toothpaste where I felt like it would definitely expand in my mouth and made it much easier to clean my teeth. This was really, really good. I have my Old Faithful e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleanser. This stuff is great. I have the Clinical Strength Clear Gel in Ooh La La Lavender. I do like this stuff, but I'm trying to use up other deodorants that I have in my collection before I go back to this. Like I said, I'm always looking for an alternative to using aluminum-based deodorant, but I just find that my sweat is so powerful that I can't seem to get away from it. I'm saying goodbye to this Ofra eyeliner in light beige. I tried this out one day, and it's just like, it's not creamy. It's a rough eyeliner pencil, and I don't feel like fussing with it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it away. And then we're also saying goodbye to my Sweaty Bands headband. This has been a very loved headband, but it's past its prime. The elastic piece back here is sort of giving way and expanding and then not going back to keep it nice and cinched on my head. So like I said, I made a repurchase of these a while back. I talked about them in my non-beauty favorites video, and I'm happy to let this go. I've used it for like 3 years, which is a really long lifeline for a workout headband. All right, moving on to wax items. The first I have are the Sensational Pumpkin Apple Muffins Limited Edition Wax Cubes. This was good. It definitely is a pumpkin apple scent. It wasn't as bakery based as I thought it was going to be since it had that muffins title, but I did enjoy it. I also used the Coffee Cake Swirl Sensationals. Yes, this is awesome. This is very much of a cinnamon, not like a red hot cinnamon, but a cinnamon based type of wax melt, and I didn't dislike it, so I definitely would recommend these. I do 2 cubes at a time. They last about 6 hours, which I'm pretty satisfied with since the whole thing is $2. I used it at W tiny single wick in maple hazelnut. This didn't really have much of a scent to it, which is kind of disappointing because I enjoyed it on cold, but I wouldn't buy this tiny version again in this scent. Also used a tiny single wick DW Home in the scent Freedom. This came out around the 4th of July, but for me, it was in no way a summertime scent. It reminded me of like a more bakery based version of Summer Boardwalk, and I actually burned this a few weeks ago, and it was really good. It had a really awesome scent throw, which is so weird to me because this one was junk, but this one worked really well. So I think it's really hit or miss for these tiny single one wicks, but it worked really well in my kitchen and then my bedroom because I kept moving it. A big dud is the Yankee Candle Flowers in the Sun. I burned this all the way down, but I'm gonna tell you guys, it had no scent. I was just sort of burning it to burn it because it felt wrong to not like actually burn it all the way down. But I was coupling it with wax melts to then kind of produce a scent. So I was kind of using this for just the flame and then the wax melts for the scent. But I got this from another teacher. She like passed it on to me, and it just like, it smells so good, but it doesn't have any kind of scent. I've got a few more Yankee candles that I've gotten from been given to me, or I got them for super cheap at like a home goods store. So I'm gonna try burning them, but after that, I'm just gonna not buy Yankee candles. It's the same thing I have with the Walmart candles. I just find that they're too hit or miss, and it's just not worth it. It's not worth the hassle. So once Yankee candle is out of my collection, it will not come back. The last candle that I have is a DW Home. It's my first time using a 3-wick. This was an apple honey butter. Oh, sweet Jesus. This was such an awesome fall scent. We, however, flew through this. I think it was like I burned this for at the most 3 days and then it was gone. I didn't realize how fast these 3 wicks burn. It says approximately 26 hours, and that is not a lie. Like if you get 26 hours out of these, you're fortunate. But I really liked this scent, and I feel like I might, if I see it on like a clearance at a Home Goods or a TJ Maxx / Marshalls, I would definitely pick it up. Hopefully I can get it in not a 3-wick because I want it to last longer, but awesome scent throw, awesome burn. Like it was just a fabulous candle. Last category here, we've got body and hair care. First thing I have is the Garnier Fructis Hydro Recharge for all hair types conditioner. This was actually pretty good. The only thing I don't like was the packaging. It's like this hard plastic, which made it hard to squeeze product out of, but I did actually like what was inside. I'm definitely finding that for my dry hair, using more hydration type hair products is really making a difference. I also finally finished up the Dove Quench Absolute Ultra Nourishing Shampoo. I don't like this skincare line, I don't like this hair care line, and I will not pick it up again. I'm just very happy to be done with this. Pull this out of my collection to try this after I used up my, I think it's Way is how you say it, Wave spray. This stuff was awesome. I picked this up because I was out of my like hair scrunching gel, and I didn't want to go buy something new just to use for like a couple more weeks of having my hair have to be styled in that way. So this came in a Sephora box. This stuff was freaking awesome. It held my curl, it kept my curls nice and soft, unlike when I use scrunching gel where it can be a little bit more, not necessarily like crunchy, but definitely not as soft and like movable or flexible as when I used this. This stuff is a little pricey though, and I definitely feel like I went through it super crazy fast, but it was really awesome, and I think I might pick it up next summer. But because of that, I was inspired to then take out this sea salt texturizing spray, and this stuff is junk. It didn't hold a curl, my hair ended up frizzing out, it just wasn't nearly as impactful as the Away, so I'm just gonna throw this away. I'm not gonna force myself to use it or pass it on to somebody else, because if it didn't work for me and my hair is pretty natural curled, it's not gonna work for somebody else. So this was a miss on Tony and Guy's part. All right, I've got this Aveeno Positively Nourishing Hydrating Body Wash Fig and Shea Butter. Ooh, this stuff was nice. This is mostly Ben's. I try to allow Ben to have his certain products. He really does like Aveeno, but couldn't help myself with this one. I really enjoyed the way this smelled. If you like the brown sugar and fig scent from Bath & Body Works, I think you'll probably like this. It doesn't have that brown sugar. It's definitely more fig based, but it is pleasant, my friends. And I really do like Aveeno products. Ben really likes them too, but that scent in particular, I really enjoyed. Also used up my Body Shop Early Harvest Raspberry Shower Gel. This stuff was great. I really do like this stuff. Man, it just smells like strawberry jam. I just cannot stop. I will probably rebuy this again once it comes around during the semi-annual sale, which is the only time I really get to see it in the summer months. On the flip side, I use the Fortune Cookie Soap Liquor is Quicker Shower Oil. Really not a fan of shower oils. I just don't find them to be very effective, and I don't like the texture, but I also didn't really like this scent. It's a little too like a candy sweet scent, but not in like a pleasant way, I guess. I just wasn't a big fan of it, so I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to get these again. It came in a mystery box, which, by the way, I'm super bummed that they're doing a 12 Days of Christmas Harry Potter box, but it's $75 freaking dollars, which I thought 50 was a lot last year, but to bump it up $25 more, I just can't do it. So I'm bummed about it, but I just also want to be conservative, and even though I liked the 25 days or the 12 Days of Christmas Nightmare Before Christmas box last year, I just can't swing it this year. That is an insane amount of money to me to spend on 12 products. Anyways, enough of that. Also used up the Fortune Cookie Buttercup Shampoo from their fall line. This was a really nice scent. I really liked it as a fall scent. Would I buy the shampoo? Probably not, because I prefer to use the drugstore ones that I have, but it was a pleasant scent. I used up the Clarisea Sea Salt Solutions Instant Glow Powder Exfoliant. This product I think was cool in concept, but not in actuality. It basically is an exfoliant. It's a salt-based one that you can add to any product that you want. It can be added to like a face cream or not a face cream. It can be applied to like your regular face cleanser, but I did that and I didn't really like the feeling of the salt on my face, so I kind of just sucked it up and mixed it in with a body wash and then used it as an exfoliating body wash. But I think if it wasn't salt, if it was maybe perhaps a like sugar-based scrub, I would prefer it better. Like I said, cool concept, but I didn't really like it after I ended up using it. I also used this sketchy looking Women's Venus shower cream, or whatever this is, but I really did like it. I couponed it, so I got it for free, and I liked it for that reason. I think that I wouldn't necessarily pay the full price for it, but it was definitely more moisturizing than using a men's shave gel or a men's shave cream, which I normally will gravitate towards. Last thing I have are some samples. I used up my other Ulta Beauty Fig and Honey Moisturizing Body Lotion. As I mentioned last Trash Talk, not a big fan of the scent, but I really did like it as a moisturizing body lotion. I also have the Egg Mellow from Too Cool for School Body Butter. Really liked this scent. It's so simple, like the whole idea of egg and butter, but I really like that smell on my body. It's a little weird, I know. I don't think I'd buy it because I think it's in like the 20-ish price range, which is a lot for me to spend on body lotion. But if you're someone who likes that scent and you have that in your budget, go ahead and buy it. And then I also used from my Fall Fortune Cookie Soap Box a Steam Me Up Scotty, which was again pleasant to have in my shower. Alright guys, those are all of my empties in this particular Trash Talk. As I said, I've been making good progress. I keep plugging away at things and I'm amassing them at a really fast rate. I try to keep doing these more and more often to cut down on the time. Am I always successful? I don't know, but I hope that you're enjoying seeing them more often, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.